Well guys, we have finally made it. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I have talked about every Harry Potter movie leading up to Fantastic Beasts. Let's get going with the final one. Something about this film that contrasts very much so with the others is how fast-paced this movie is. Right from the get-go, you feel like you're just in it. It's instantly going and you better get on this ride or it's gonna leave you behind. It is one of the shorter Harry Potter, so that definitely has something to do with it as well, but it's also a Harry Potter film that doesn't have to set up anything else. Everything comes to a halt in this movie. Everything ends in this film, and so there's no need to build up various arcs. This movie is where everything explodes, and from beginning to end, this film is a non-stop ride of intense drama and action, really heartfelt character moments, and all of these things you've been waiting to see forever finally happening. Harry Potter. So we pick up with our three heroes still looking for the remaining Horcruxes to get them to hopefully kill Voldemort once and for all. They have to infiltrate the caves, and Griphook, a little slimy dick, helps them for a while. Ass. And here we get a really fun underground cave sequence where we meet the dragon, and this thing is so beautiful. I love this creature. It's one of my favorite creatures in all of the Harry Potter world. And they ride this dragon to safety and then plummet down into the water. And then we get a cool fan fiction-y moment where everyone takes off their clothes. I might put that in. Maybe I won't. No, fuck it, I'm putting that in. Here they meet up with Neville, who leads them underground to Hogwarts. So nice to be back in Hogwarts. This school wasn't in part one, and it feels like you're returning to this place of comfort, despite how dark it is, and despite how everyone is like, oh no, everything's shitty. But what's really affirming in this movie is you finally see everyone look at Harry Potter and go like, you were right all along, we're with you, let's do this thing, man. The faculty and the students, they're all just together on this, and you feel like you are about to witness something truly epic. And later when Snape is interrogating the students, trying to figure out where Harry Potter is, Harry's just like, hey, screw it, here I am, I'm right here. Yeah, deal with it. Harry's done hiding. This is the movie where he truly steps into the role of leader. He did that in other films like Order of the Phoenix when he helped teach the kids. But in this film, it's truly when he's like, you know what? Let's do this. Now, when it comes to satisfying moments in movies, moments of true catharsis, I think of Spider-Man 2 and the way that film ended with MJ and Peter. I think of the final shot of Return of the Jedi with all of our heroes together. And I think of McGonagall fighting Snape and then banishing Slytherin to the dungeon. So much pleasurable happiness comes from this moment. And Maggie Smith is just like the most adorable grandma of all time when she's like, I always wanted to do that. And what's really special about this film compared to the others is how urgent everything feels. There's a level of stakes here that makes everything feel very in the moment. Everything feels like we are in this right now, and this is when the big attack begins. Voldemort and his forces against Hogwarts. This is where everything comes to a head, and this is where the film gets even better. Ron and Hermione are able to destroy one of the Horcruxes with the Basilisk Fang. Voldemort and his forces eventually take down the shield surrounding Hogwarts. Draco and his dumb idiot friends burn down the Room of Requirement. I mean, in one final last act of idiocy, these people have to do something dumb. Can they just be normal for one movie? Can they just be like, okay? Can they at least be semi-okay for one film? No, they gotta be dicks to the last minute. And man, I thought Dobby dying was hard. Now I have to watch possibly my favorite character in all of the Harry Potter films die. Snape's death, though, is handled really well. It's heartbreaking. I mean, it's just... There's a bit of an info dump, though, with this scene where you learn about Snape's past and how he loved Lily Potter. This is much needed, though. It really tells you a lot about his character, and when you rewatch all of the other films with this knowledge, everything just feels so much more in focus now. And Snape is even more of a heartbreaking character after you learn this. Now Harry goes off into the forest to challenge Voldemort alone. We get a beautiful scene involving his parents, and Voldemort kills Harry Potter. What? But I love the following scene with Dumbledore and Harry in limbo, where Harry learns some things about himself, the fact that he had to die for this to happen. Harry Potter's body is brought back to Hogwarts, and Neville makes the most inspiring, heartfelt, awesome speech you could possibly imagine. Harry Potter's just like, I'm back! You sons of bitches, you're going down. Yes, everything is so satisfying right now. So much is just coming to fruition. And this is where Harry Potter and Voldemort finally have their epic showdown, and Voldemort dies. He just melts away and turns to ash, and you're just like, so long, sucker! As Harry is walking through Hogwarts and he sees everybody picking themselves up, he looks at all these characters, all these people he's known for so long. You get this amazing sense of euphoria. It just feels so right. And the ending of this film showing Harry and Hermione and Ron grown up with kids of their own, sending them off to Hogwarts, it could not have ended better, in a more satisfying way for fans. And I gotta say, they did it! They did it. They made the very last Harry Potter the best one. This is my favorite in the entire franchise, and not just because you get all the big action-y stuff. This entire film feels so urgent. As I said, the stakes feel so real, and everything just comes to a head so beautifully. It's such an entertaining and well-made movie. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 gets an A+. Guys, I am done talking about the Harry Potter films. I had such a great time talking to you guys about these movies this year. I'm looking forward to Fantastic Beasts. Thank you very much for watching this series. Every single review is going to be shown to you in a minute in a playlist form. If you haven't seen them, you can click on it and check them out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. If you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.